The Tour of Luxembourg is a 5-day stage race, now in its 84th edition, and with one of the best start lists in recent years. A race that used to be held in summer, now held towards the end of the season, and starting with a loop north and then back south towards the capital, Luxembourg City. A lot of climbing, 158 kilometres and almost 2,800 metres, spread across 4 classified climbs, but plenty of unclassified marks as well. Left and right all day long, up and down, a difficult day, with the last 1.1 kilometre rise to the fish market in central Luxembourg. Mathieu van der Poel was the headline name, world champion, royalty meeting cycling royalty. And starting his defence, the final prep at least to it, just over a week out from that happening in Zurich. The race started just after 1 p.m. and the first attacks came straight away from the flag wave from the race director Andy Schleck. 4 riders were up on the road. One of them was dropped fairly early on, Vincent van Hemelen. And behind, well, Lidl, Trek and UAE Team Emirates shared the pace-setting duties. The gap was up at its highest point at almost 7 minutes. The break was soon down to 2. Alexander Kess, the young man from the Luxembourg national team, dropped. That left Pepijn Reinderink and Mattia Bais to try and hold off an advancing peloton. The gap was still almost 5 minutes with 50 k's to go. At 45 k's to go, another half a minute had been chopped off. And then Alpecin de Koning started to ride. Or rather, just the 2 riders left to help out Mathieu van der Poel. 2 riders unable to start through illness, a third, Emil Verstringen, not finishing this race. On the final classified climb of the race, things came back together and it looked as though we were going to have some sort of bunch finish. Reinderink had gone into the King of the Mountains jersey by this point. Bais, the most combative rider of the race, it was down to the final rise to the line. Wilco Kelderman tried to lead out Christophe Laporte for Visma Lease Bike. Former GC winner Schelmoser was there as well. Krohn was launching his sprint on his first race back after a concussion. But when Mathieu van der Poel decided to accelerate, everybody else knew about it straight away. Towards the top of the final climb, the finish line in sight, and he would see it before anybody else. The first time the world champion was able to raise his arms since April in the Roubaix Velodrome. A fantastically strong win from the world champion, showing that the prep is going well for what will be a difficult defence. Van der Poel, Laporte, Krohn, Lemon and Fischer-Black, the top 5, with Tiberi and Kelderman up there as well. Nobody else could compete with him. Hugely impressive from Mathieu van der Poel. And the world champ beating, until recently, the European champion, with Krohn picking up that deserved 3rd place. Van der Poel exchanged his rainbow jersey for the leader's jersey for stage 2. Although Alpecin de Koning only having 2 other riders to help control the race, that'll be an interesting one to watch. It's a 4-second lead over Laporte, courtesy of those bonus seconds. Krohn in 3rd, Hirschi 4th, Bart Lemon in 5th, and Hirschi picking up a single bonus second in the intermediate sprint there to keep him at 9 seconds. Stage 2 looks like this. On paper, it is the easiest of the road stages, but it's still up and down. There are still 2,500 metres almost of climbing. 155 kilometres long. Mathieu van der Poel will be in the yellow jersey, and the rest will be looking for success, including the likes of Mars Pedersen after a finishing circuit around Chifflange. So the Tour of Luxembourg now in its 84th year. Some wonderful winners in the past few years, and with the best start list in the last decade or so, ready to fight it out ahead of the World Championships. It started well, and you can see how the rest of the race goes by tuning in to Eurosport Discovery Plus, or if you're in the USA, you can join us on Max.